Dentistry. When you look up dentist, one of the most common answers on Google is a healthcare practitioner who specializes in the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of diseases and conditions of the oral cavity. Here's Homer doing one of the most important nightly, and I should say not only nightly, but morning routines. We should be flossing morning, after every meal, and at night. Not only does this prevent uh, cavities from forming in between the teeth, but also prevents gum infection. Gum infection is a real thing. It's a silent disease. Look it up. Um, there are different career paths for dentists. What I mean by this is dentists have the option to become general dentists, which is you go to school, you go to college, of course, for 4 years. You go to dental school for 4 years, and automatically, I shouldn't say automatically because this is a tough job, going to school for 8 years, but automatically you are a general dentist. After finishing dental school, you have the option to continue your education and become either a pedodontist, endodontist, orthodontist, periodontist, oral surgeon. Just there's a lot of things you could do. Prosthodontist. Um, General dentists have kind of like, I think, for me, general dentists kind of get to pick and choose what they like to do. Um, They can do anything from fillings to cleanings to crowns to extractions, root canals, prosthodontics, crowns, bridges, implants. Implants are really fun to do. I'm not a dentist, I'm a dental assistant, but I do enjoy a lot of these things. Periodontists, they focus on gums. No, not these type of gums. They focus on your gums to make sure that you have healthy gums. Meaning you don't have gum infection, meaning they're treating or taking care or diagnosing these things. They also can do grafting of gums to either lengthen or add gums. Lengthen your crown, which is your tooth, or add gums if you have gum infection. Endodontists focus on the health of your root. Your root is very important. Nobody really thinks of these things. We see a smile and all we think is, oh, look, they have teeth. That's really kind of a weird thought. But roots are very important because this is what helps keep our teeth in our mouth. Um, Endodontists help diagnose and treat root canals. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced the sensation of discomfort when you guys drink something hot or when you drink something cold or just on chewing. A lot of the times this means you guys have an infection, or I say we should have an infection. I should say we have an infection. And so endodontists have millions of tools to be able to magnify and see if there's an infection there, or if the tooth is just cracked and it needs to be extracted. If the tooth needs to be extracted, they send you to an oral surgeon, and we'll get a little more into that in a little bit. Orthodontists focus on the movements of teeth, straightening or fixing an overbite, an underbite, a crossbite. They move teeth, pretty much. It's also one of the highest paid career paths in dentistry. Also, probably one of the funnest. When you think dentistry, well, a lot of people think fear. It's not a scary thing. As long as you keep all of your appointments, get your cleanings done, get your x-rays taken, and your exams done, you should be good to go. As long as you're cleaning it, brushing your teeth at home, flossing and rinsing. A lot of us don't do that. A lot of us just brush one time a day and we expect to get on with our lives. But that's not the case. We should be brushing, flossing, and rinsing. But I say this is one of the funnest careers because patients come to you willingly. They don't come in because they're having pain. They don't come in because they need an extraction or a root canal or a filling or a crown. They come in because they want to get their teeth fixed. When I mean fixed is I mean aligned or anything like that. Um, Oral surgeons focus on the extractions of teeth. Um, any tooth that a endodontist cannot save anymore has to be extracted. Why? Because it's causing an infection and it will cause pain, discomfort, and it could even cost you your life. Um, but yeah, if an endodontist can't save it, it's gotta go. Um, Another thing that an oral surgeon can do is place bone graft. Why do you want to place bone graft? You want to place bone graft in case you ever want to replace that tooth with an implant. Not necessarily a bridge. If you're going to place a bridge, there's no point in placing bone graft. It's just a waste of money. It's going to go again. You're going to have to replace it. But if you ever want to do an implant and you don't have gum infection, it's kind of a plus to have a bone graft done. This is a little fun clip. I like it.
When I was younger, just a bad little kid, my mama noticed funny things I did, like shooting puppies with a BB gun. I'd poison guppies, and when I was done, I'd find a pussycat, bash its head. And when my mama said,
"What did she say?"
She said, "My boy, I think someday you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things. Hey, son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Your temperament's wrong for the priesthood, and teaching would suit you still less. Son, be a dentist. You'll be a success."
Here he is, folks, the leader of the class. Watch him suck up that gas. Oh my God! He is a dentist that he'll let everything good. Who wants that teeth done by the Marquis de Sade?
Oh, that hurts. Wait, I'm not numb. Shut up. Open wide. Here I come. I am your dentist, and I enjoy the career that I picked. I'm your dentist, and I get off on the pain I inflict. I thrill when I drill a bicuspid. It's swell, though they tell me I'm maladjusted. And though it may cause my patients distress, somewhere in heaven above me, I know that my mama's proud of me. Oh, mama? 'Cause I'm a dentist and a success. Say ah.
Pedodontists are, I'm sorry, that was a good video, but pedodontists are dentists who work with only children. They're kind of like general dentists, but for kids. They do cleanings, they do exams, they do x-rays, they do fillings, they can even crown the tooth, do root canals, extract. They do a lot of things. They can even do orthodontists. Over a 13-year frame, there was an increase of about 7% in females from 1999 to 2013. About 40% versus 59.7 males were going to dental school. In 2013, 47, which is about a 7% increase, females started going to dental school to become dentists. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is a lot more female dentists than there was back in the day. And that's that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.